The world is as I say it is. Believe in my truths. Believe in me. Systems online. Temporary calibration complete. Weapons powering up. Hello! This is Dolphin here for this week's installment of Handelabra Games' Dolphins Dive. Handelabra believes in civil rights for everyone and in being as inclusive as possible, so any comments or activity actively working against that goal is not welcome and will not be tolerated. You can follow us at Handelabra on Twitter, Facebook, and YouTube, and Handelabra Games right here on Twitch. You can follow me personally on Twitter at LuDolphin21, on YouTube search for LuDolphin, and on Twitch I'm just LuDolphin, no digits. Sentinels of the Multiverse is currently available for iOS, Android, and PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam, and always via good old analog cardboard and ink. You can get the game and more info at sentinelsdigital.com. And hello to all! I hope you enjoyed that listening party. I was not responsible for any part of it, but certainly Dolphin's Dive was postponed until those rotten jerks got done with it. I'm kidding, they're amazing. And the music was great. So yeah, lots of 80s music there, which is why I put myself in the Enclave of the Endlings, figuring that was like the next best thing that we have as a Sentinels environment. And certainly Apostate, Captain Cosmic, K.N.Y.F.E, and Visionary are coming from their crossover with Laser Riders. Omnitron-X I just threw in for fun. Sorry. But anyway, here we have our game. So, overview of our cards. We have Omnitron-X. Has Reset, Rocket Punch, Technological Advancement, and Temporal Shielding. Captain Cosmic has Augmented Ally, Autonomous Blade, Cosmic Crest, and Potent Disruption. K.N.Y.F.E has Energy Burn, Infiltrates and Obfuscate, Kinetic Neutralizer, and Wrecking Uppercut. And the Visionary has Mental Divergence, Mind Spike, Precognition, and Telekinetic Cocoon. So here we have Apostate. Villain, Infernal Emissary. Setup. At the start of the game, Apostate enters play, Infernal Emissary side up. Condemnation is put into play, the villain deck is shuffled. Gameplay. When Apostate would be destroyed and there is a villain relic in play, the villain relic with the lowest HP is destroyed and Apostate's villain character card flips to the Dark Corruptor side instead. At the end of the villain turn, Apostate deals the hero target with the highest HP 2 melee damage and 2 infernal damage. This is also Advanced Apostate. Advanced. At the start of the game, the Tome of the Unknowable is put into play, the villain deck is shuffled. So if he flips, which happens rarely, I don't usually try to destroy him if he has relics in play, he turns into Villain, Dark Corruptor. Gameplay. When flipped to this side, restore Apostate to 20 HP. When Apostate would be reduced to 0 or fewer HP and there is a villain relic in play, the villain relic with the highest HP is destroyed, and Apostate's villain character card flips to the Infernal Emissary side instead. At the end of the villain turn, Apostate deals the hero target with the lowest HP 2 melee damage, then regains 6 HP. Advanced. Whenever a demon card is destroyed, the top card of the villain deck is played. But that's Apostate. So how are we doing, guys? Jay-Z's time traveling from the 80s and has more clothes. Oh, I guess this version of Apostate has more clothes. Volner can now talk. It's good to be able to talk. Talking is good. I like being able to talk. Nice to talk with people. Talk, talk, talk. Much talk. Alright, Condemnation. Relic. At the end of the villain turn, Apostate deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage. Reduce damage dealt to this card by 1. And the Tome of the Unknowable. Relic. Whenever a player draws a hero card, play the top card of the villain deck. When this card is destroyed, search the villain trash for the card Condemnation and put it into play. So while this card is out, we can't really draw cards unless we want to see the villain deck be played. Oh good! His first card play, Corrupted Effigy. Relic. At the end of the villain turn, search the villain trash and deck for the card Runes of Malediction. Put it into play. If you search the villain deck, shuffle it. This is a great card to have come out with the Tome of the Unknowable. As we shall see, because Runes of Malediction. Relic. Reduce damage dealt to relic cards by 2? What? Ah! After this card is destroyed, move 4 demon cards from the villain trash into play. So, that Tome of the Unknowable, you know how terrible it is? Well, damage dealt to it is reduced by 2. So, okay. So, let's see, we have cards that draw cards, like Reset, you may draw a card. Don't really want to play that. Technological advancement, you may draw a card. Don't really want to play that. I mean, we could play it since it says may, which means it's optional. We do have a card called Rocket Punch that would deal a total of 3 damage if it weren't being reduced by 2. And then Temporal Shielding, which reduces Psychic, Infernal, Radiant, and Sonic damage by 2. And I think he does do a lot of Infernal damage, so this is a decent card to have out there, but none of the others were worthy choices. And now we can reveal the top card of a deck and do things with that card. So who is most likely to be able to reveal a card that could potentially dispatch with the Tome of the Ennoble? I think probably Captain Cosmic. If he reveals the damage dealing one-shot based on the top 3 cards of his deck and he gets 3 constructs, that would do 6 damage, maybe. Nope. But we have an Energy Bracer, so we can protect someone. And Apostate is currently going after highest HP, so it's either K.N.Y.F.E or Visionary, so I'll probably just throw it on one of those 2. I'll throw it on K.N.Y.F.E. But now I don't really want to draw a card. Okay. Well, we do have a Potent Disruption. This can destroy construct, deal energy damage equal to the HP of the destroyed construct plus 1, and the Energy Bracer has 4. 4 plus 1 is 5. 5 minus 2 is 3. We can dispatch with the Tome. There we go. That was my plan all along, was to get a construct in play. Alright, so now we can draw cards. We also have to dispatch with these relics at some point. And they're all terrible. Well, the Condemnation is okay. Effigy and Runes are terrible. You fabricated a Dynamic Siphon. Certainly in play. Who would benefit most from this? I'm gonna throw it on Cosmic. And then we can get lots of card plays. Okay. You're watching this channel and it didn't switch over to this after the host? That's annoying. Well, I'm glad that you're here now, Sanvar. Let's see. Energy Burn could do a whopping 1 point of damage to a relic, or a whopping 0 damage to Condemnation. Infiltrate and Obfuscate could potentially be good. Kinetic Neutralizer. Isn't that even Apostate on that card? Nice. I kind of want to play it just because it's Apostate right there. Yeah, I will. There we go. Damage dealt by K.N.Y.F.E to Apostate is increased by 1. Which is certainly a lot better than 0 to anything else right now. And we get the Overcharged Null Shield. Okay. So, Visionary could control Apostate's deck. Could deal 3 points of damage. Could become immune to damage. Which actually would work out pretty well, because Apostate deals damage to the highest, and Condemnation deals damage to the highest. So it would save us of quite a bit of damage. And then we can get Visionary searching for Twist the Ether and other fancy cards. Loot channels Tales from the Archive. Playing a card based on its appearance rather than like its actual strategic need. Venox, the last Mobloxian. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-environment target 2 toxic damage, which is not going to do much for the relics, unfortunately. But Captain Cosmic can get something into play. Augmented Ally. That player may discard a card to use a power immediately. Now, if I put this in play, though, it's going to be dealt damage immediately. Is there a hero that could have an alternate power that would profit from this? I mean, Omnitron-X could get a rocket punch out and then he'd have 2 powers, but he'd have to keep discarding cards. K.N.Y.F.E has a potential variety of powers, but not immediately. Visionaries in a cocoon. Let's throw this on someone. I'll throw this on Omnitron. You broke villain's playground. Imp Pilferer. Demon. At the end of the villain turn, destroy as many hero ongoing and/or equipment cards as the number of Imp Pilferers in play. So much for all that damage. That cocoon could be destroyed, but I just put it into play. I just put all of these cards into play. That was a stupid comment. I just put these cards into play. I don't want to destroy any of them. Well, I'm going to ditch the shielding. I want to keep the cocoon out because that's going to screw up Apostate for a while. Discard a card to use a power immediately. So let's discard the reset and reveal the top card of something. We could reveal the top card of Visionary's deck, and because she's in a cocoon, she can't play cards, but it can still be put into play. So that seems like a fun idea. Psychic Maelstrom. Sure, that can go into play for free. And then I can play a card, so I might as well do a damage dealer. But I want to deal with K.N.Y.F.E. K.N.Y.F.E would destroy the Imp Pilferer, but he is going to be dealing 2 toxic damage to everyone consistently. Yeah, I'll do 2 damage here, and then I'll take out the Imp Pilferer. Because I still have to figure out a way of dealing with the Corrupted Effigy and the runes. And preferably soon, before we get the Orb of Delirium. Autonomous Blade on K.N.Y.F.E. And then Wounding Buffer. I'll throw this on K.N.Y.F.E. Just throw all the constructs on K.N.Y.F.E. Playing cards with Mist Form out is great because she doesn't hit herself. I've done that before. I think I've also experimented on Night Mist and Mist Form. Although I think it's usually like Slamara, and we are actually in the environment Slamara, could come out and play cards for free. Actually, Infiltrate and Obfuscate would redirect the damage from K.N.Y.F.E, so let's put that out. It will redirect the Condemnation, which isn't going to do anything, but then you have it. I think I'm going to focus fire on K.N.Y.F.E still, though. Because K.N.Y.F.E will still do 2 damage to Apostate. Wounding Buffer isn't great on K.N.Y.F.E since she has some self-damage. True. But we don't have those cards yet, so it's not an immediate concern. Plus, the construct could get destroyed easily by other means. So, Frentat, the last Pionite. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the 3 non-environment targets with highest HP 2 psychic damage each. That's not as bad as K.N.Y.F.E. Dynamic Siphon, Augmented Ally are gone. Nothing else is going to happen. I want to redirect. Yeah! Save the damage! And then certainly hit Apostate. K.N.Y.F.E can't redirect it, but Wounding Buffer will retaliate. And there you have it. Imp Pilferer number 2. That cocoon is working out really well. so I want to keep it. We don't have another Rocket Punch, but that's okay. I'm gonna ditch my consistent damage dealer. I want to keep the Disruptive Flechettes in case Apocalypse comes out, so I'm going to advance my technology. What is most likely to hit Omnitron at this point? Veenox is doing Toxic, but we can dispatch with him at some point. Everything else is targeting Visionary or Knife. Apostate could get the Fiendish Pugilist, which will go after Visionary. Fallen Angel deals Infernal to everyone. Gauntlet of Perdition. That's the highest. So the only thing that villain-wise could hit Omnitron is Infernal. Corruption deals each target melee, and then Toxic. Stream deals energy, Erded, melee, and fire. So there's a variety of damage here. I could also just put a component out, because I guess like I don't need the plating. I usually just go for a plating just because it provides damage reduction, and 2 other Omnitron cards require a plating in play to have effect. But yeah, irreducible damage does seem wise, as long as we can last long enough. And let's just keep milling Visionary's deck. We have a Mental Divergence. We can at least put that in play, and then Impilfer could eat it if we need it to. Bioengineering Beam can destroy environment cards for us. And here we are. Knife still doesn't have multiple powers other than Overcharged Null Shield. Cosmic Crust would provide HP recovery to some constructs, but I prefer playing a top card as deck. I guess I'll put the Sustained Influence out, and then you have it. Cosmic Weapon! That would be a stronger base power for Knife. Is it worth putting on Knife or someone else, though? I'll just give it to Knife. Like I said, all the constructs on Knife. We will rebuild her and make her stronger. Alright, Overcharged Null Shield reduces damage mostly from Apostate, but most of that's going to Visionary anyway. Energy Burn deals damage, and then deals damage, deal damage, discard, deal damages. So basically damage. If I do Wrecking Uppercut, I take out the Impilfer. I'll just hit Frontat with this. And then I can use my Cosmic Weapon to take out Venix. I changed the pronunciation of his name halfway through the game, don't worry about it. I'm hooked on Venix. I'm not going to destroy my Cocoon. It's working really well. We get a Foresight and a Precognition. No Twist Ethers, though. Corruption, the last Infector. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals each non-environment target 1 melee damage. Then this card deals any target damage that way, 1 toxic damage. So Knife will be hit by it, because this is going to redirect first. Hooked on Venix worked for V. I used to have a bumper sticker that was on my childhood bed that said Hooked on Phonics really worked for me, but every word in that was misspelled. Do I want to destroy Sustained Influence? Nah. Do I want to destroy Window Buffer? Nah. Those cards aren't really that vital. Periapt of Whoa! Relic. Increased damage dealt by Apostate by 1. Reduced damage dealt to this card by 2. Look at all this damage getting increased right now. So much damage. And now I can actually deal irreducible damage, which is great. Let's focus on the runes and then figure out what else we're gonna do. Let's see. Bioengineering beam. We could destroy something. Are these things awful? Like, this is sort of another Venix. But then I'd not play another card, maybe. Nah. Electro deployment unit, in case I get another component. And let's see. I just like doing things with Visionary. Put the villain trash on the bottom of the villain deck and then deal herself damage based on the number of cards removed from the villain trash. This is not going to deal herself damage, at least. Is there a point to this, though? Does he search his trash for cards? Ever? Reveal cards from the top of the villain deck. Nope, that's not it. Move relic cards from the villain trash into play. Okay, there's not really any purpose to this. Plus, if I put the relics... Did I destroy the relics? Oh yeah, if I put the Tome of the Unknowable back, it could be pulled back by Profane Summons. So I don't need to play that. We get another Electro Deployment unit. Sweet. Okay. Do you still have constructs out? You have a cosmic weapon, and that's it. Okay. Well, destructive response can at least respond to cosmic weapon's destruction. Unflagging animation can get my dynamic siphon back and my energy bracer. Isn't one of the runes being demons and trash to play when destroyed? Yeah, the Runes of Malediction moves demons from the trash into play. So yeah, I could have moved the Impilferers to the bottom, I guess. And the Pugilist. But I just don't want to get relics back in his deck. I want his profane summons to be not very profane. Alright, I'm just gonna damage Apostate. Because that's what K.N.Y.F.E is best at doing. Battlefield experience. Yeah, let me just keep this out. Especially with the Periaptive Woe. Hey, Twist Ether. We found one of you. Immutus. The last Fortrian. Redirect any damage that would be dealt to a target other than this target to this card. Interesting. I can save Immutus if I redirect to a relic, but whatever. Relics, or Immutus is like, hey guys, what's going on? Ow, 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 ow! Why are you hitting me? Ow, ow, ow! Immutus, take the damage. Alright. Fallen Angel, one shot. Apostate deals each hero target 3 infernal damage. Each villain relic regains 5 HP. Alright, that undoes my Runes of Malediction progression. Immutus and Challenge Freight Train is interesting. Redirect any damage to Freight Train to Immutus. Or redirect any damage to Immutus to Freight Train. You get to choose the order of redirects. Okay, well, this is gonna redirect. So it doesn't really matter if I do it. I will play my Electro Deployment unit. I'm gonna draw a card. Like slip through time. Okay. Do I want to destroy a Mutus, or do I want to just leave him out for a bit? Well, corruption is most likely going to destroy him anyway. And I'm still not really well equipped to deal with the runes. So even though I destroy a Mutus, I can't really get anyone else to take out the runes. And then the effigy. So I'll put out the bioengineering beam, and then you have it. And while Omnitron can't really be dealt damage, let's start looking for more Omnitron cards, like Disruptive Flechettes, which would destroy a Mutus. Do I want to destroy a Mutus? Backpedal on what I just said? Can I somehow deal enough damage to the Runes of Malediction and then take out the Corrupted Effigy? I don't think so, without really any irreducible damage. We'll just trash it. Play a card. We'll put this on Knife, because she does some self-damage. At some point, the easiest way to destroy relics is just beat Apostate's face over and over, and that is valid. You can just keep flipping Apostate and have him destroy his own relics. But we do have the focused plasma cannon that can slowly whittle down the Runes of Malediction. Once we get rid of the runes, the remaining relics will be more easily dispatched with. The thing about flipping Apostate, though, is that he gets restored to 20 HP. Although once he's on this side, and then you would be destroyed when you would reduce him. Actually, there might be a way to bypass this clause. Flawless execution. Whenever damage dealt by knife reduces a target to 1 HP, destroy that target. My new strategy is to flawlessly execute Apostate. It will not help on the front side, but it will help with the flip side. So that's my new plan, all right? We have a new plan! We have a new plan, guys! All right. Jay-Z likes this plan. All right, so we're gonna work towards that goal of flipping Apostate and then flawlessly executing Apostate. So what we need is for Knife to either play or draw Flawless Execution. So what's the fastest way to get to that? If I put Augmented Ally on her, and we use the Overcharged Null Shield to draw 2 cards and destroy this card, then she could use her base power, although I guess, whatever. Will I be able to execute it flawlessly? That is the important question. Alright, so how are we going to go about doing this? On his flip side, what damage does he do? He deals melee. Increased by 1. When he flips, he destroys the relic with the lowest, which will be the Woe. The Woe, yeah. It's no longer the Periapt, it's now the Woe. Like, whoa! It's the Periapt, whoa! Okay, I've made the joke too many times. I just kind of want to put the Cosmic Crest out, and then you have it. And then let's look at the top card of my deck. It's Autonomous Blade. I shall throw it on Knife. I'm gonna put out Battlefield Experience, because if that card gets destroyed outside of K.N.Y.F.'s turn, then Autonomous Blade will deal damage if she plays a damage-dealing card. And I did not want to use Energy Lance. I wanted to use Cosmic Weapon. Oh, hey, Immutus, right. Hey, Immutus, how are you doing? Actually, I changed my mind. Overcharged Null Shield so I can draw more cards. I did not get mint today, I'm sorry. I did not mint my self-made game. I am a terrible player. Alright, I think it's time. Nope. It's not time. I was gonna put Twist Ether on K.N.Y.F, but nah. I don't need to. Why would I do that? Basto, the last Gabron. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the non-environment target with the lowest HP 1 melee damage. A target dealt damage this way cannot deal damage until the start of the next environment turn. So here we go. I'm going to redirect this just so Immutus takes less damage, and then I can save certain things. Well, K.N.Y.F isn't going to be dealt the damage anyway. Let's save the Cosmic Weapon. Visionary is not going to be dealt the damage anyway. Let's just basically save constructs so that they're at high HP. The Mutus was destroyed. Only 3 targets were dealt damage this way. Cosmic Weapon cannot deal damage. Not so cosmic after all. Hey, Orb of Delirium. Relic. Whenever a villain relic other than this card would be dealt damage, redirect that damage to this card. Alright, so it is going to be a flawless execution game. Alright, well, I'm not worrying about any relic now. We're just trying to figure out Apostate's destruction. Let's draw a card. That card is a component, so I shall play that component to use it immediately. Frentat's actually not doing anything right now. But Basto is being annoying. And Corruption is being annoying. And actually I can go ahead and destroy one of those with Bioengineering Beam, so I shall slip through time to do that. So let's now search for K.N.Y.F.'s card. Prototype Servo Gauntlet, that can certainly go in play. Reactive Plating Subroutine. Unfortunately, we don't have a component in play. I don't really want to self-sabotage. I'm going to save that for if I need to do a controlled number of damage to Apostate. I'll just put the Reactive Plating out, and then you have it. Corruption, I think, is the worst. Abasto is going to hit a single target. Corruption hits many targets. Put the Dynamic Siphon on K.N.Y.F. And then we could do lots of damage on her turn if we use Augmented Ally. But we still need to get the thingy-bobber doohickey thing. Conservation of Energy. Destroy any number of constructs. Either draw or play a number of cards. Well, that Cosmic Weapon's at 1 HP, so we could easily dispatch with it. So I'm gonna put it in play. Destroy a Cosmic Weapon. Oh no, it was destroyed. Destructive Response means I can hit Apostate. I can hit Basto. I can hit Dynamic Siphon. Nope, never mind, Cosmic Crest. Shoot. Why do I have the Cosmic Crest? That is annoying. Here, let me fix that. I shall play my Conservation of Energy, destroy my Cosmic Crest. Oh no, it's destroyed. And then I can hit Apostate. And then I can hit Basto. And then I can hit a friendly. There we go. Knife can use a power. We still have a cosmic weapon on her, so we shall use it. And now her autonomous blades go off. Autonomous blade singular. Do I want to keep this? I haven't really seen much energy damage, so now I'm going to get rid of it. Cosmic weapon, no. It will end up getting destroyed by Basto. Or wait, he's doing lows, yeah, so he is gonna take out the cosmic weapon. But if I take out the cosmic weapon, then Basto will go after the dynamic siphon! Yes! But I do have one in hand, so I'm gonna say no to that. And then I'm gonna play 3 cards. Put the cosmic weapon on Knife, put the vitality conduit on Knife. And there we go. Super turn. So we do have a means of playing lots of things. Alright, we have a kinetic neutralizer in place, so I don't need that. So I can go ahead and cosmic weapon it up. Then I can play For the Greater Good, draw a card, infiltrate and obfuscate, play a card, use a power. I'm gonna overdo it, because she's only gonna take 1 psychic damage. I can deal damage. And then I can deal damage. Focusing Conduit Blurred, which I already had in hand. So actually, if I want Knife to get her cards, I should destroy the cocoon and then use Visionary's base power to that end. And then I can also put a Twist the Ether on her and control her damage. I said no, but I said no meaning yes. No meaning yes. Is there or is there anyone else in this house? There is, or I mean there isn't. Communism was just a red herring. I could suggest. Not really cards I want to see with suggestion though. Precognition, maybe? Or I could just Twist the Ether on Knife. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. Knife just wants all the cards next to her. She has 7 cards next to her now. So wait, so the card isn't in her trash, right? And it's an equipment anyway. No, it's an ongoing. So if it were in the trash, I could have moved it to the top of her deck instead. So Knife draws Primed Punch, Overcharge Null Shield. Well, now that Visionary is no longer in a cocoon, we probably do want to worry a bit about damage. But although we do have that can let her draw cards, so that's good. Let's get rid of Infiltration Obfuscate because it's already in play. Stream, the last flock up. At the end of the environment turn, this card deals the non-environment target with the second lowest HP 2 energy damage. Dynamic Siphon cannot deal damage, but Knife may use the power. If I turn it to melee, it gets even stronger. Who is considered to have the second lowest HP? Definitely the Periaptive. Whoa! Profane Summons. One shot. Reveal the cards from the top of the villain deck until 3 relics are revealed. Put them into play. Shuffle the other revealed cards back into the villain deck. We have the Gauntlet of Perdition. Relic. Whenever Apostate deals melee damage to a target, this card deals that target 1 infernal damage. Second Gauntlet of Perdition. No more relics. Oh baby, we have every relic except for Tome of the Unknowable in play right now. Okay, I really need to get that, we're going to really need to find that Flawless Execution soon. A Blade of Coding. Let's draw another card. A Blade of Coding! What should I play? Yeah, Friend Tad is now no longer hitting Apostate, so bye! Aposto, go away. Sure, I'll put the Blade of Coding out. And let's get that Flawless Execution! Nope. Incidental Contact, though. That's actually really good. Excuse me, really good, considering that knife has Twist the Ether. So we can make it melee for a damage boost, then we can also increase it by 1, but actually, we order this better because her damage to the highest is increased. So let's make sure we target relics first. Melee, increased by 1. Oh, well. Actually, no, some of these will still redirect. It's not gonna last. Actually, no, it's already... The highest HP effect is already expired. I don't want to hit Apostate with this because then he'll flip. Which will then destroy the Periaptive Woe. I could destroy the Orb of Delirium if I do this, right? Maybe. Maybe not. Let's just hit Basto. Alright, so runes will redirect. Condemnation should redirect now too, right? Where's Condemnation? It's... Oh, wait. I already selected it? I already selected it, didn't I? Let's do this a third time! Remember that one time that I rewinded some turn many, many times? I think it was a knife turn. And I think it was the same issue as I wanted to target the highest HP thing repeatedly. I'm consistent. So I should really target the orb first. Because then... then, if it ends up getting destroyed, I will still be able to hit one more relic, maybe. Okay. What next? Corrupted Effigy will redirect. And then Runes of Malediction will redirect. Although I guess I could save like the runes for last, and then I can actually hit the runes, but oh well. Actually, all right, because I was I can actually set this up for the runes to be lowest, and then Apostate destroys the runes, and then I can actually destroy relics more easily? What? Let's rewind a 5th time, because I keep changing my mind mid-turn. Here we go. All right. So hit the runes last is the new plan. Hit orb first. And then that, and then a nice thing about taking out the runes is that if I do it while Knife is in the middle of doing damage, we'll be able to deal with all the imp pilfers as soon as they come out. Hit Basto. Although I guess Knife could have dealt with Basto herself. Doesn't really matter. I don't really care at this point. Condemnation is highest. All right, and then let's see. So we don't need to worry about the Gauntlet of Perditions. All right, so where are we at then? Actually, it seems as though, because I can't hit the Periapt, I still have to do 3 more points of damage. There's still 2 more redirects, so actually I can't even do what I had wanted to do. Yeah, I'm not gonna be able to destroy the runes this way. Or maybe. Do we still have a dynamic siphon we can hit safely? I think so. We have one with 2 HP. We can get Knife to use a power and deal damage to the runes. So if you're watching and you're confused, I do apologize. This is going to be a rather involved sequence. Alright, so now we have a dynamic siphon still. So I need to hit it for exactly 1 point of damage. So I have to make it melee to increase it by 1, because Twist the Ether is going to have to reduce it in order to make it live. So it has to be melee reduced by 1 to do exactly 1 point of damage. Dynamic Siphon goes off. Knife can use a power. We still have the Cosmic Weapon. So I can hit the runes with this. For melee, increased by 1. And now, oh my gosh, the Runes of Malediction is the relic with the lowest HP. So now when I take out Apostate, he destroys the Runes of Malediction! Alrighty. I can now take out relics more easily. Yay! Of course, the Impilfer is reducing this damage, but that's okay. Because all is fine in the world, finally. So now everything is more easily hittable. In fact, I should be able to dispatch with most things. Corrupted Effigy will be gone immediately. I just want to make sure I take these guys out first. Remorseless Provocation. Why did he play it? Oh, because the advanced text. Whenever a demon is destroyed, he plays a card. Alright, well, I guess we're going to see lots of card plays. Or do I want to see lots of card plays? We'll let this one go off. This one can go off. Relic Spirit. Alright, that's fine. I can actually stop the other demons from getting destroyed. I don't want to have to rewind a 6th time to fix that. So these demons we don't want to take out. I know they're going to destroy lots of things, but that's okay. We have lots of things you can destroy. Okay, so I can't hit any other relic, right? I can take out Basto easily. I can take out... No, I can't take out Zream. And now everything else is stuff that we don't really want to hit that much. I could hit Vitality Conduit and have Knife regain a bunch of HP. So melee reduce. And then melee reduce. Alright. And everything else we could just make it not melee. Alright, we're almost done with Omnitron's turn. This is the moment in Dolphin's dive when everyone left because it took too long to do this simple action. Alright. So, if I can dispatch with all of these relics, then I can take out Apostate. Or I could just take out all but one relic, deal damage to Apostate that would destroy him. He flips, destroys the relic, and then I destroy Apostate. And certainly Knife is probably the most capable of doing that, so let's just keep throwing lots of things on Knife to help with that. Like an augmented ally. And a sustained influence. And Construct Cataclysm. That would destroy all of the constructs. I don't want to do that. And that would be a good way of doing irreducible damage though, but too late. Discard a card to use a power, so let's use this. Discard that rather. And then deal a bunch of damage to something. Don't think I can take out the Corrupted Effigy though. Yeah, it's close. But Thomas Blade can do it. I have 2 card plays. And actually, if I play Primed Punch, I can destroy it immediately. Or use it immediately to deal a lot of melee damage. Actually, I'm gonna rewind yet again because I could use Primed Punch to one-shot the Corrupted Effigy. So instead, I'm gonna do a bunch of damage to a Gauntlet. Unfortunately, you can't take that out. But I'll deal damage to Apostate. I'm gonna have Apostate take out his Condemnation himself. That seems wise. Primed Punch, and then use Primed Punch. Or nope, wait, use Augmented Ally first. Discard a card to use, to use another power. Yeah, let's lose the Overcharged Null Shield. And I can use Primed Punch's power before it gets destroyed. Nice. This is gonna do 1 + 2 damage twice, so that's a total of 6. That will also one-shot the Corrupted Effigy. So I'm gonna do that. And now I could use this to one-shot something. I don't want to waste all this damage on the Periaptive Woe, though. That doesn't really matter. So now I have one card to play. If I play Battlefield Experience, I can do a lot of damage. This card gets destroyed so she can draw a card and play a card. So I can deal with the Periapt. Actually, no, I think Amplify Combatant would also deal with the Periapt. So instead I'm going to direct that at Apostate. I'm sorry, I'm not very good at organizing my damage effectively. So then Amplify Combatant, take out the Periapt. And then deal damage to Apostate. So he would be destroyed. Instead, he destroys Condemnation and flips, but he's still at 3 HP. Dynamic Siphon is not going to survive, though. Actually, if I destroy a Sustained Influence to put it back into play, can I still deal damage to it upon its return? I want to do that. Let's try that. Sustained Influence, destroy it. To put Dynamic Siphon back on Knife. And then I can deal damage to the Dynamic Siphon. Oh, the super Knife turn, I love it. Knife still has powers to use. There we go. It wasn't a flawless execution, but I did execute him flawlessly. Man, those super turns, though. And Knife was the MVP, as always. But most of that damage was helped with Twist the Ether, turning everything to melee to get an extra +1. So Visionary was important, plus all the constructs on Knife, so Captain Cosmic was important. And then Omnitron-X looked pretty, I guess. He destroyed environment stuff, that's what it was good for. So unfortunately we didn't get that flawless execution kill like I had wanted, but I still managed to deal with every single relic in a single round, which is pretty impressive. I dare you to try to figure out how to destroy all of the relics. I mean, like, we didn't have the Tome of the Unknowable out, but I did destroy the Orb of Delirium with a damage reduction of 2, and then destroy the Runes of Malediction, and then destroy every other relic, and then take out Apostate before his next turn. So I think that was cool. I hope you got something out of that. Hopefully it wasn't too boring. But if you were bored, I apologize. It was my fault. I set the game up myself. If there were only someone else who could choose the games for me, and then maybe people could view those games. What are people who view games called again? View him? View it? Viewer. So I should probably get the viewers to choose, right? That seems like an excellent strategy. Maybe we should employ viewer's choice. Here we go. Viewer's choice. Here we go. So, as a lot of people here are well aware of, viewer's choice is when the viewers choose the game. I ask a question in chat. I type the question out to chat. When I ask the question, the first response that gets 2 votes is what I go with. It's entirely up to you what game I play. And you also get to choose the difficulty. So So lower team. Spectators selection. I like that. That's alliteration. I should probably come up with a fancy stream where I have like my pinky out while holding a tea glass. It's time for viewers spectation. Or spectator selection. I totally messed that up. Alright, it's a solo game. So since it's a solo game, choose the villain. These are the villains available. That's not the choice. 1 vote Chairman, 1 vote Don. 1 vote Dreamer, 1 vote Don, or 2 votes Don rather, so it's Citizen Don. Two votes 5. Two votes Expatriette. Two votes Darkwatch. Two votes Setback. Two votes Darkwatch. I wonder what the next is going to be. Oh! A surprise! I was expecting a Darkwatch game. Although we do have 5 heroes. But could we play with... Oh, I don't even remember what her name is. Harpy. Could we play with Harpy? Alright. Two votes Termi-Nation. There we go. Two votes Horus. Do 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 do. I had no idea what you meant, Lone Wolf. Parse. Fugue. Alright, so far we have Citizen Don with Darkwatch Expatriette, Darkwatch Setback, Termi-Nation Unity, Raw Horus of Two Horizons, and Fugue State Parse. Remaining choices are difficulty and environment. Let's start with the environment. Court of Blood. Magmaria. Madame Magmaria's Fantastical Festival of Conundrums and Curiosities, and Magmaria wins. Alright, and now the difficulty selection. So bear in mind these rules. Advanced. Increased damage dealt by citizens by 1. On her flip side, Citizen Dawn does not flip until there are H+1 or more citizens in play. And there are 5 heroes in this game, so she would need 6 citizens in play until she can flip back to her front side. Her challenge rules. Whenever a citizen card is destroyed, Citizen Dawn deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 fire damage. Alright, so standard is none of this. Advanced is only the advanced rule. Challenge is only the challenge rule. Ultimate is both challenge and advanced, so as long as we're all clear on what this entails. 2 votes challenge! Honestly though, I wouldn't have minded an ultimate game. Citizen Dawn has like the tamest challenge rule, and her advanced rule, basically, I don't really get her to flip, but yeah. I mean, if I can flip her and then flip her back immediately, I would do that. Anyway, we have Challenge Citizen Dawn against Darkwatch Expatriette, Darkwatch Setback, Termi-Nation Unity, Raw Horus of Two Horizons, and Fugue State Parse in Magmaria. Lots of fire. You've had your fun, but you still possess no true power. You and your allies shall fail. You're wrong, Mother! Many with power use it for the good of all. Why can't you? That's because they're nemesis. Alright, Darkwatch Expatriette starts with Arsenal access, hair trigger reflexes, liquid nitrogen rounds, and reload. Darkwatch Setback starts with 2 cash outs, friendly fire, and surprising fortune. Termi-Nation Unity starts with Brainstorm, Flash Forge, Platform Bot, and Scrap Metal. And Raw Horus of Two Horizons starts with Inferno, Scorched Earth, Summon Staff, Wrathful Gaze. And Fugue State Parse starts with Between the Lines, Impossible Shot, Reveal the Flaws, and Targeting Arrow. Citizen Dawn, Villain Citizen, Leader of the Citizens of the Sun. Setup. At the start of the game, Citizen Dawn enters play, Leader of the Citizens of the Sun, side up. Cards are revealed from the top of the villain deck until 4 citizens are revealed and put into play. Other revealed cards are shuffled back into the villain deck. Gameplay. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 5 or more citizens in the villain trash, Citizen Dawn flips. She may only flip this way once per game. At the end of the villain turn, Citizen Dawn deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 energy damage. Challenge. Solar Retribution. Whenever a citizen card is destroyed, Citizen Dawn deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 fire damage. So, as I said, the challenge rule only comes to play whenever you destroy a citizen card, but since she flips when there are 5 citizens in the trash, and on her flip side, which I shall read, Villain Citizen, merge with the power of the sun. Gameplay. Citizen Dawn is immune to damage! Yeah, because she gets immune to damage on this side, I don't usually try to flip her unless I know I can flip her back immediately. At the start of the villain turn, if there are 4 or more citizens in play, Citizen Dawn flips. At the end of the villain turn, the top card of the villain deck is played. So because I don't try to flip her unless I know I can get away with it, I don't try to destroy more than 4 citizens. So that challenge text would probably only come into play at most 4 times in a game that is good. Of course, you might want, or she might get flipped accidentally, or she might, you know, yeah, or you might flip her intentionally, in which case she does it more, but anyway. So here we go. Starting citizens. Citizen Winter. Citizen. At the end of the villain turn, this card melts because it's in liquid hot magma and can't deal cold damage. Wait, that's not what the card says. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 2 cold damage. Citizen Blood. Citizen. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the hero target with the lowest HP 1 melee damage. If Citizen Sweat is in play, this card deals each hero target 1 melee damage. If Citizen Tears is in play, increased damage dealt by Citizen Blood by 1. Citizen Assault. Citizen. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 1 melee damage. If Citizen Battery is in play, increased damage dealt by Citizen Assault by 1. And Citizen Hammer. Citizen. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals each hero target 3 fire damage. That's a lot of damage dealers right off the bat. Citizen Summer. Citizen. At the end of the villain turn, this card deals the 2 heroes with the most cards in play 3 fire damage each. So which target is considered to have the highest HP? Well, Citizen Dawn is her nemesis, so I'd rather aim that at her boyfriend. Citizen Winter deals this to everyone. Who is considered to have the lowest? Well, Setback will do a lot of self damage, so I'm going to hit Unity instead. So we have a lot of citizens, but none are paired. Other than, like, summer and winter are both seasons, obviously. You can control this damage. I'll throw one on Ra, because I know he can heal. Who's the highest of the remaining? Expatriette. Yeah, we don't want Expatriette to be high. If she's high, then she can't aim well. Don't do drugs and shoot guns, kids. Do those separately. Alright. I am not a good role model right now. Challenge Omnitron is the one Sonver finds the tamest. Volner finds Challenge Voss tame. Advanced Voss is worse than Challenge Voss. Or did I say Challenge Voss? Advanced Voss is worse than Challenge Voss, and that is true. Although Challenge Voss would end up playing a forced deployment and destroying it immediately. Because he flips on the start of his turn, and then he plays a card upon flipping. And then that card is forced deployment, which destroys itself immediately. I should not do PSA for that. Alright, arsenal access. Let's find a gun. We have guns. So, what citizens should we deal with? I think Hammer and Winter, certainly, because they deal damage to each hero target. Blood only deals damage to the hero with the lowest, but it's only one. Until something else enters play. Assault deals damage to each hero target, but it's also only one. And then Summer deals damage, 3 fire damage, but it's only to 2 heroes. So they're not as worrisome. There are worse citizens than those. So I think I'm going to put the assault rifle out. And then I can do some spread damage without having to hurt everyone. I should almost always hit Citizen Dawn with Expatriette when possible. But then I shall hit the main damage dealing citizens. Okay. So this version of Setback has difficulty getting tokens, so friendly fire seems useful. So I'm gonna put that out. And I might as well use my damage reduction power because I don't have any tokens. Alright, so Flash Forge works really well with this version of Termi-Nation Unity, because if I discard a mechanical golem, she can use Reconfigure to put it into play. So I can get that platform bot out immediately. And then I can discard these 3. And then I can put a construction pylon and 2 bots into my hand. So Stealth Bot's going to work really well with Citizen Assault. And Swift Bot is always great for Unity. And then I can get that platform bot into play. And alright. So is there a way I can dispatch with Winter or Hammer with Ra or Parse? Wrathful Gaze could destroy one of them. Impossible Shot could also deal with that, but that's a lot of damage. I could use Between the Lines, and then Dawn could dispatch with them. So I'm going to do that. If I say Dawn, I meant Expatriette. Yes, let's get Setback tokens. Except, no, he didn't get tokens because he wasn't dealt damage this way. No! Dark Watch Setback! No! Alright. That wasn't the one I wanted to do. I wanted to go to end of turn. Use Wrathful Gaze twice. Oh yeah, I could have Parse use Between the Lines on Ra, so you could Wrathful Gaze. which will be slightly less effective than just using the assault rifle. I could use Inferno. Alright, well, summon staff. Get a summon staff, so I shall summon staff. Flame barrier. I'm just gonna put the staff out. And then you have it. So you get Inferno, Flame Spike, staff. I'm gonna keep all my staves. I'm gonna ditch something. I'm gonna ditch Flame Barrier. I don't want to deal damage accidentally. And I don't want Scorched Earth. Wrathful Gaze is super important, guys. Oh, and now I have Flesh of the Sun God, so that would be great with Citizen Hammer. Oh well. Between the lines. Rahat takes up staff juggling. Ooh, wait. Ooh, this is irreducible. So I could actually do this, right? No, it's not irreducible. It was not of the same type. You lied. It would be fitting, though, if, like, he were dealt with irreducible damage. Wouldn't that be, like, true setback, though? Like, the next damage dealt to me is reduced by 2. It's also irreducible. All right, so now we have used up the thing. Okay, so now I can do this. All right. Extrasensory awareness. That is sort of good, although that discards cards, but we could discard, you know, like Devastating Aurora. Smoldering Crystal. Magma Crystal. At the end of the environment turn, the players may choose for 1 hero character card to be dealt 3 fire damage. A player whose hero character card takes damage this way may put this card in their hand. This card cannot be played from a player's hand. So. There's no need for magma crystals yet, though. Unless Dawn devastates the Auroras. Let's worry about that when it becomes relevant. Citizen Anvil. Hey, Citizen, reduce damage dealt to citizens by 1. At the end of the villain turn, if Citizen Hammer is in the villain trash, put him into play. Yeah, I'm not hitting Expatriette. Next page. And Unity is highest. And then Hammer is back. But good news, we do have Flesh of the Sun God. Citizen Anvil's disrupting things, though. Let's hair trigger reflexes. I can still do good damage to Dawn. And then I can do slightly... Yes. He needs tokens. Damage to Anvil. Alright, now I'm not going to hit Setback anymore. He's at single digits. Guess who's back? Alright, once we have Flesh of the Sun God, Summer and Hammer aren't as terrible. Hammer will hit bots, though. So I'm going to probably take him back out. RPG launcher. Good. Cash out, draw things, cards discard, regain HP. Yeah. I'm gonna discard 4, or lose 4 tokens, draw 4 cards. We do have token addition now. Each player may discard 1 if 4 get discarded. If only Parse had something that would benefit from discards. I can discard ammo because I can reload it. Lots of things that remove tokens, but all of them are good. I'm gonna lose Surprising Fortune. Unity doesn't want to discard a golem. Raw, we can ditch. I want to avoid discarding Wrathful Gaze, but I'm gonna go ahead and discard it. I tried to keep it. It didn't last. Yeah, Dawn's retaliation damage is null once Flesh of the Sun God is out. Yeah. Mitigate. So now Construction Pylon. Construction Pylon. Hasty Augmentation. Raptor Bot. Alright. I'm gonna focus on Anvil because of damage reduction. Yes. I did the same thing again. Why do I keep mitigating and then trying to forget that I mitigated? I'm trying to mitigate the mitigation here. Alright, Flesh. We are immune to fire! Yay! Imbued fire, yay! Don't worry, Lone Wolf. I'm able to understand what you mean. I could do another power thing. But... no. I'll impossible shot the Anvil. No. Targeting arrow. Alright. Do I want to control the villain deck? Do I want to play the bottom card of my deck? I think controlling villain deck is generally better, right? For instance, I can lose that devastating Aurora that would have been played next. Is there a citizen in the trash? We have Winter. Winter will come back. Winter is coming! Either that, or we destroy a hero ongoing card. Like Extrasensory Awareness, or Flesh of the Sun God. Or Friendly Fire, or Hair Trigger Reflexes. I'll put Return with the Dawn on top. Because then I could Hair Trigger Reflexes at least. No, I'm not going to shuffle the villain deck. Magmarian Throng. At the end of the environment turn, reveal cards from the top of the environment deck until a Magmarian is revealed. Put it into play, discard the other cards revealed this way. If no Magmarians are put into play this way, destroy this card. Hi guys, I'm all out of those metal bits, Unity stammered in the face of the mass of Magmarians. You kinda ate them all, but I can try to fight some more. Alright, no one can be dealt damage this way because of the Flesh of the Sun God. Inner Core Tunneler, Magmarian. This card is immune to fire damage. Whenever a hero character card would be dealt damage, one player may discard a magma crystal. If they do, redirect that damage to this card. Now, you can be there. Return with the Dawn! Ongoing. At the end of the villain turn, shuffle the villain trash and reveal cards from the top until a citizen is revealed. Put it into play. Put the other revealed cards back into the villain trash. So... this will reduce to 0 at least. Might as well do that. So mitigates expired. We can redirect everything to Stealth Bot. This is why Stealth Bot's good. He can soak up it, they, Uzits, can soak up the 1 damage so easily. Who's considered to have the second most cards in play? Well, it doesn't matter. They're not going to be dealt damage. And then now this is the question for the ages, because the heroes won't be dealt the damage, but the golems will. But since Platform Bot does have damage reduction, I don't need to worry about that. Stealth Bot will take its own damage. Swift Bot can survive. Plus, I think I have the card. I have Inspired Repair, so they can regain the damage back anyway. Yeah, so it's good that I didn't take out Anvil, because Return with the Dawn would pull it back. Possibly. Oh, right. This is actually gonna... No. Well. Yeah, we can keep the bots alive. Every bot will have 1 HP. And we can RPG launch the Dawn, or the Return of the Dawn. Deal up to 2 targets 2 fire damage each. So if I take out Anvil first, then I can hit Dawn with super high damage. No. All right, so we know Hammer's gone, or Anvil's gone. So I could take out Hammer, and then I still have to dispatch with Winter. Quick draw. And that man on that card is Ambuscade. Apparently. Or Stuntman, maybe. I'm not a police officer, I'm French. That's one of my favorite moments from the letters page. I'm a police officer. No, you're not. You're French. You are correct. I am French. I can Reckless Rush the Winter. And then that adds tokens. Or am I being dealt damage twice? What's happening now? Oh, friendly fire. Okay. Okay, well, I'm just gonna mitigate again. Setback kind of needs to get different things, not high risk behavior. The other thing. All right, let's repair my bots. Brainstorm. I still have 2 cards to play, so let's brainstorm. Yeah, so it said brainstorm. Robot Reclaim. Then damage to you. No. Damage to who? None of these matter. And then I have 1 more card play. Let's brainstorm again. Raptorbot, Modular Workbench. All right. So I could destroy one of these. Do I have golems in the trash? I don't, so that's useless. No. I could do it to draw a card, but Platform Bot's my friend. I kind of recklessly rushed through that decision. I will admit to that fact. This is a good time for Imbued Fire. Just as good of time as any. Got an Excavation. Okay. So I don't need to Extrasensory Awareness this turn because we know the next card is Citizen Sweat. Oh, but okay. So Citizen Blood does increase, so he's dealing each hero target 1 melee. And then Citizen Sweat, which one is this? Is Citizen Blood. So she's going to deal that hero 1 melee damage for each on-drawing card destroyed by this card that turn. which is fine because all of that will get redirected to Stealth Bot. But I do have to lose an ongoing card. I do have choices though, like Friendly Fire. So I can use my base power. So if I'm going to use my base power, I should probably use Quick Calculation so I can control what the bottom card of my deck is. We have Segmentation Fault, Recompile, and Critical Multiplier. If I put Recompile on the bottom, then I can discard cards, and then another player can play the bottom card of their deck. Like Unity. So let's put Recompile on the bottom. Play at the bottom. Oh my gosh, it was a Recompile. So I want to keep the targeting arrows, I think. Being able to increase damage dealt to Dawn by 1 is great. So Segmentation Fault I don't need as much. We have plenty of ongoing destruction right now. Critical Multiplier I should keep. Between the lines I don't need as much. But Critical Multiplier versus Targeting Arrow though. I also don't have to discard another one. Yeah, I'll just keep those. Those all good cards. Quick Calc, Exploit Vulnerability, Segmentation Fault, Updated Intel. And Unity. Play the bottom card of your deck. It's a B-Bots! Free B-Bots. We should, like, get Krista to edit this game where it's like a game of Sentinels, except every time a B-Bot is played, the game speeds up by 50%. Fiery Crystallization. Equipment cards gain the keyword Magma Crystal. At the start of the environment turn, a Magmarian with the highest HP deals each target X fire damage and destroys X equipment cards where X equals the number of Magmarians in play. Alright, this is when things get a little tricky. So I still can't do this because I'm immune to fire. Ember Shaman, Magmaria. This card is immune to fire damage. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a Magma Crystal. Any player that does may use a power now. Now. So, Unity and Raw have equipments. Yeah, it is more like a Hornet. That is true. But the only power Unity has would be to destroy a golem, shuffle it, put a golem from trash into hand, and unfortunately golems are not magma crystals. So Unity can't profit. Raw could discard a card to draw 3 cards and discard 2 cards. That's net gain of 0 cards, but you can mill your deck more easily. I'm not sure what we're milling for, but Raw can go ahead and discard a staff. Or I could throw a staff. Yeah, I do have a lot of powers here. Staff could be thrown. Yeah, I'll throw the staff, and then I can play my other staff. No! Actually, yes, I do! Oh no, you're immune! Oh no, it was Citizen Sweat all along. Oh, this is energy. I could discard my Staff of Ra to redirect to this card. Or Unity could discard a card to redirect it. But it's only 1 damage, and it can still get redirected. Yeah, never mind. We still have Stealth Bot for this. I could destroy B-Bot, and therein get... Yeah, okay. Yeah. We can dispatch with the Fiery Crystallization this way. Because I don't want to lose all my equipment cards. Expatriette would be rather sad. So I heard you like no damage being dealt repeatedly. So I put out 3 citizens that are doing that. Doesn't matter. I don't need the hair trigger reflexes as much. Alright. So let's quick draw. And get the left card out. And it doesn't really matter what I use because I don't really want to hit any of the citizens. Oh, I guess we don't want to take out Sweat though. How many citizens are in the trash? We have 3 citizens. If I take out Sweat and then she plays Citizen Truth, I'll be a sad Dolphin. I think we have enough ongoing cards though to not worry about it too much. Okay, I have 3 reloads. What should I play next? Ooh, cause and effect. Setback would not deal himself damage if he plays that card. Actually, he's not dealing himself any damage because any of the self damage is destroyed by Flesh of the Sun God and Imbued Fire. I think I'm just gonna exceed expectations. Just to do damage. I want to lay it on Dawn right now. That's all I want to do. Lay it on Dawn. Unfortunately, I can't use Karmic Retribution for its best purpose. But I can get both of my Raptor bots into play, so I have that going for me, which is nice. I'm gonna augment Expatriette hastily. Hashtag focused on. Damage. And then damage. And then damage. I was gonna destroy Friendly Fire. That was the card I was gonna destroy with Sweat. Oh well. And then Staff. And then Throw Staff. So she's at 13. Can we do it with Parse? I think Targeting Arrow or Quick Calculation would do it best. Let's do Targeting Arrow and then get lucky with her bottom card. All I have to do is do 11 damage. Who can do that? Hole can do that. Not Parse. The answer is not Parse. Crystalloid Behemoth. Magma Crystal. When this card enters play, it deals each target 4 melee damage. No! No! Dawn's flipping, guys. Whenever a hero uses a power, this card deals that hero 2 fire damage. When this card is destroyed, one player may move this card to their hand. This card cannot be played from a player's hand. Is there anything I can do to mitigate this? We don't have the thing where Unity deals damage. Oh geez. Also, we're not immune to fire damage right now because I chose to throw the staff instead of becoming immune to fire. So this is going to be fun. Alright, well, Raptor bots can die. Sorry, Mr. Choms, you're not my friend. I want to keep Stealth or Swift bot. Both of these are now going to die. So because they're going to die... Well, because Stealthbot's dying... Let's see, so... Take out the things that I don't really care about. Or that I'm not going to save at all. So I think if I redirect Citizen Dawn's damage to Stealthbot, that's best. Oh no, Flesh of the Sun God is active. Never mind. That is right. So instead I can redirect, like, Setback's thing. Can I throw a staff at Dawn and use Wrathful Gaze next turn? Unfortunately, I don't have a staff anymore. And I also discarded Wrathful Gaze. Remember when I didn't do that? Or didn't want to do that and then I did? I don't think the rest of this is going to matter. So Flesh of the Sun God is still working on Raw. That's what's happening. So no, Smoldering Crystal is still in play, but the other Magmarian died. The one that would have let me use a power. Otherwise, there might have been a solution. So... Yeah, I don't think there's a way to really do this effectively. The only thing I could have maybe done was maybe get Bebot into play or something and then destroy the Crystalloid Behemoth when it deals the damage, but I'm not sure that I could have done that. Crystal Collector, Magmarian. Discard is immune to fire damage. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a Magma Crystal. Any player that does may draw 3 cards. Right, and equipment cards are not Magma Crystals anymore. Devastating Aurora! One shot, destroy all hero ongoing cards, destroy all equipment cards, destroy all environment cards. D-card. I milled one of them, I didn't mill the other one. But hey, Crystalloid Behemoth was destroyed, so we can move this to a hand. Put this on Ra's hand. Because there's not any, thingy. Citizen Truth. Citizens. Villain targets other than Citizen Truth are immune to damage. Reduce damage dealt to Citizen Truth by 1. When Citizen Dare enters play, this card deals the hero target with the highest HP 3 melee damage and destroys this card. Alright, so she needs 4 or more citizens in play. Guess what? There are 4 or more citizens in play. That's the good news. So she will flip on her next turn. We just have to survive until then. So I'm not going to do anything with Expatriette. She needs a gun. Pride, there it is. Setback. What can Setback do that would be useful? Could give us all hit points. I think Cash Out is probably best for that. Do I want to discard everything though? I should reload. That would put an ammo card in my hand, right? Yeah, I could put the ammo into my hand. I mean, none of these things, like... Turn of Events is useless since I have 4. Whoops, sorry, it doesn't really matter right now. If I want to deal damage, I need tokens with that. I need 7 tokens to do that. Whatever. Get as many cards as you can so I can get looking up. There we go. Now I have a consistent way of getting tokens. So... high risk behavior, it's not going to be nice. I'm gonna keep that Crystallite Behemoth just in case I can use it. I don't need Excavation. So we've discarded 4 cards. So each hero target regains 2. Yay! And then I can also mitigate. Silver Lining. Alright. I still have a Swift bot. That's good news. I'll put Supply Crate out. We get Construction Pylon. Does she have any more devastating Auroras? She does not! Cards are safe! I don't want to destroy Swiftbot. I could put another Golem into play, but I don't want to. I don't need to. Okay. Well... yeah, I'll put Flame Barrier out, because Citizen Dawn will flip, and then I don't have to worry about destroying citizens anymore. Flame Spike, Living Conflagration, Drawn to the Flame. So let's lose a Flame Spike and an Inferno, because I have duplicates of those, and I would only ever play those cards at most once in a game, right? One shot, comma, limited. Okay. Well, I think let's go ahead and control Parse's deck again. Buffer Overflow, that would have been a good card to have a long time ago. What is one that would discard a card? Anyone? No. Let's go ahead and put Buffer Overflow on the bottom. Stone Shaper. Magmarian. This card is immune to fire damage. At the end of the environment turn, each player may discard a magma crystal on selected target. Reduce damage dealt to selected targets by 1 until the start of the environment turn. No. She's returned to normal. Luminous Leadership. Ongoing. At the start of the villain turn, each citizen regains 1 HP. No, I don't need to. That's silly talk. Flame Barrier reacts. And then Flame Barrier reacts. Oh no, but Citizen Truth is in play. That's right. Silly. And then destroy a card. If I destroy a Buffer Overflow, we will play another card. So bye, Flame Barrier. Okay. Now we need to take out Citizen Truth in order to progress. I could have started doing damage to Citizen Truth, I guess. But I didn't want the environment to accidentally destroy him. But don't worry, things are looking up. I only speak the truth here. As long as we keep together in unity, we will end this fight swiftly. Hasty Augment would not take out Truth, but Powered Shockwave then would. Because I can choose the order on this, and I can take out Truth first. There we go. Now Dawn is no longer immune to damage. But she is retaliating a lot. But that's okay. We still have hit points. So we shall... yeah, because I don't think there's a better bot in my trash. I have Raptor bots, but they're not going to do more damage than Platform bot. So all I need to do is do 2 damage to Citizen Dawn. Where's my Wrathful Gaze? Where's my Wrathful Gaze? All I wanted was a Wrathful Gaze. Oh well. Oh, she has 1 hit point. I could have won with Living Conflagration. I thought she had 2. I guess it was in the middle of going down. Alright, that was interesting. Worked out in the end. Okay. Well, how long have I been streaming for? I think it's been less than 2 hours, but I did start late because of Laser Riders starting or ending late. So I think I'm just gonna call it. It's almost 10. You should probably go to bed. You have school tomorrow. Or you have to work. Or you've been out for 30 hours. Or it's 3 a.m. in the UK. Or you have nothing better to do, so you just sleep because you're bored. One of those things is true. But anyway, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed this stream. If you're new to this stream because you're a host, you're following from Greater Than Games, please be sure to give Handelabra Games a follow because they stream Sentinels in the Multiverse content frequently, and they're also going to do Bottom of the Ninth stuff. Yeah, and Handelabra Games in general. We have Sentinels live on Tuesdays, we have Dolphins live on Thursdays, and we have Tales from the Archive now on Sundays, all at 7 p.m. Eastern. Along with some listening parties from time to time and development streams from time to time. If you like me as a streamer, for whatever reason, I don't know why, you can follow my channel personally. My channel on Twitch is Dolphin. I infrequently stream Sentinels, to be honest, but I do sometimes, especially if people request it. But if you like speedrunning content, I do primarily do speedruns of certain games, mostly Final Fantasy 13. Lately I've been doing Link to the Past things. Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past things. But mostly Final Fantasy 13 is like my claim to fame in that speedrunning regard. If you want to see some more Sentinels videos from me, I do have a variety of weekly one-shot videos on my YouTube channel. If you search for Dolphin on YouTube, or if you type in youtube.com/user/SAPEROGO, that's my technical URL. I haven't done a weekly one-shot video in a long time, but I'm probably going to catch up because I was busy the past several months, but that's going to change soon. And of course you can follow me on Twitter and then tweet at me, or tweet on me, or tweet with me, or tweet under me, or something of that nature. What else to say? If you want more Sentinels of the Multiverse info, be sure to go to sentinelsdigital.com or greaterthangames.com. And if you just want to play this game and you don't know how, it's available digitally via PC, Mac, and Linux via Steam. You can also get it on iOS and Android devices. Or you can get it on cardboard and then play physically, which is really fun, except you can't really keep track of things as well, unless you prefer keeping track of things. Which can be fun. That's one of the disadvantages of the digital game, is it takes care of the tracking for you. Then you play the tabletop game, and then you forget everything, because you have to track literally everything. But that's why you play with friends, so that they can track things for you. Alright, am I done rambling yet? You probably think I'm done rambling now, and that is true, I am done rambling. Thanks for watching, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and that's not the button I wanted to press. See you guys in the future. Let's listen to misinformation, I guess. I don't know. Alright. Bye, guys.